and no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Left side caught by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 22. Cousins now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins now. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are back within a single score. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Next to score, Cowboys 21, Vikings 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Fighting through it, he's got space. And there he goes again. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 45 on second down, Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a run with Cook. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, this is Madison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
6-6, pull it high.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, 71 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day.
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield.